historic home on Nassau's North Shore that dates back to the 18th century is no more. News 12's Danielle Campbell has more now on today's demolition of the Richardson home and what comes next.
This home in Plandome Manor was built in 1730 and stood strong for 300 years. But in just a matter of hours, it was reduced to a pile of rubble.
This is the end of the road.
Ed Butt, who is the building inspector for the village of Plandome Manor, worked with others to save it and was hoping to use it as the town hall. But the Bond Act to finance saving the home and moving it was voted down by residents. Ed Butt says watching as the house was ripped to pieces was like
losing a friend. Losing a friend.
News 12 previously covered the battle over spending taxpayer money to save the Richardson home. It was originally from an area near Plymouth, Massachusetts, and in the 1920s it was brought to this neighborhood in Plandome Manor.
It's a piece of Americana. It's a part of our history. You know, we have a very brief history. It started in the 1700s. That's when this started.
It was back in the 1920s when George Richardson and his wife saw this home in Massachusetts. They decided to buy it, they had it packed up and floated across the Long Island Sound. Before it was demolished, I had a chance to go inside and see what was left. Many of the items that were historically important were removed and saved, but evidence of the home's historical nature was still evident. This is the 300-year-old section of the house, and here you can see these hand-hewn beams. They actually hold up the entire home. As the house was being crushed to pieces, neighbors who were watching had this to say.
They tried for a really long time to save it, and nobody wanted it.
And I know they tried to move it, but I think it was very expensive to move it. I think that was part of the problem.
Ed Butt says although the battle to save the home was lost, it was a fight worth fighting for.
This home was here before there was a United States. It's now gone.
Danielle Campbell, News 12, Long Island.